Hello YouTube, this is Thingman bringing you some COD gameplay, and this is the final part of my Black Ops 2 multiplayer series in which I explain the multiplayer of Black Ops 2. I've told you about the perks and the kill streaks already, and this will be the final part. It'll be two games back to back. And I didn't look for my best games. I looked for games that were good, but were also large, not large, long, lengthy, uh, time-wise, so that I could talk to you about my opinions on zombies and other stuff freely. Now, let's start with zombies. Zombies, this is a much expected game mode in Black Ops 2. It's a fan favorite, and the only bit of information we have thus far that is confirmed 100% is that Samantha will be one of the characters that you'll be able to play as. Now, this wasn't phrased in this exact way. They just told you that some girl will be older and you'll be able to play with her as her, not play with her, as her. So yeah, I'm guessing Samantha. It's either Samantha or Sophia, the other girl from the radio conversations. It could be Miss Sarah Michelle Gellar, but I don't think that's her. I think it's Samantha. And on that note, let's move on and let's check some of the other information we have. That's not confirmed, but it is information. They've told us that they might use the multiplayer engine for Black Ops 2 Zombies. Now, what this means is that they'll be able to create larger maps. They'll be able to put all those emblems and points up on your screen, like just like multiplayer. You'll be able to go at it with 7 more people, not as a team, as I've heard. There's that one bit of information that tells us about the 4Z4 mode. I think this will be a 4v4, and you won't be able to fight with the other players, but the team that kills the most zombies or gets to the high round wins. This is perfectly logical to me. I don't really see how this couldn't be implemented into the game. Using the multiplayer engine also gives them the opportunity to add more zombies into the game, more zombie types, larger crowds, more rooms, getaways for the zombies to come through. I think the whole zombie game is going to be bigger, is going to be larger, and it's gonna come back in a big way. Now, my opinion about it, I really like the idea, but I would really like to see some scenarios being implemented. I would like to see what zombies at this point is a basic story that very few follow, very few do the requests, the side quests, the hidden quests of the maps, and follow the story up to the moon. But basically, for most of them, it's I can get to round X, up to round X, and that's it. That's an arcade crowd wave-based game, just like the Horde mode in Gears 3, just like I think Halo had something similar to that, survival mode. I want to see zombies as a campaign, and they've talked about zombie campaign, but would this campaign be a full feature campaign or just another Black Ops type of thing when nobody really cares what's happening to the story and the characters, but they only care about how many rounds can they survive? I would really like to see some story being implemented into the stages in a way that you cannot avoid that. You have to play the story. It's such a great idea being wasted, and on the side of that, they could add a survival only mode. You get to round X, like just like Spec Ops in Modern Warfare 3. Um, that would be the best, in my opinion. But I don't know. I don't know. I mean, the community is ever changing. New 12-year-olds get the game every day, uh, and Treyarch has to please those, right? Has to cater to the larger portion of fans, and the large portion of fans out there are 12-year-olds, quick scopers, um, campers with full stealth classes. That's, that's just shit. I mean, yeah, that's just shit. The community is, I think it's getting bigger. I don't know if it's getting better. But if they could, and I'm sidetracked here, if they could implement a system, an shit, an age identification system, I can't fucking talk. Yeah, um, that would be great because 12-year-olds shouldn't be allowed to play this shit. They just ruin the lobbies. When you have a 12-year-old screaming at you, that you're not playing well, or that you're not giving him support so that he can quickscope and run assault and shit, that is what ruins the game for me. Um, so yeah, that's all I have to say about zombies and my opinion on the community, at least a portion of the community. But let's move on to other things. I've told you before that I'll link the guns in the description, and I shall do that if I haven't already done that. But some guns that will be returning, and I'm happy to see, are the MP7. Uh, that is a beast, the beast submachine gun of Modern Warfare 3. I hope it's not as OP as it was last time. Treyarch has a problem with having one OP gun in each of their games. MP40 in World at War, and combine that with Juggernaut, you have an OP setup. Nobody can stop you. And the FAMAS in this one. Those two are, yeah, good as shit. Good as shit. And they also have the Olympia to balance that. But that's another topic. Yeah, I'm hoping that they're not gonna be any OP guns, but you can't really avoid that, could you now? Can you now? But yeah, you also, the Treyarch has the black box engine and shit, so they can patch up things on the fly. I do not have great faith in that, but I am hoping that it will work. I don't really know. I'm not really sure. Another gun that's making a return is the TAR-21, my favorite gun from Modern Warfare 2, but I generally hated that game, so I haven't really used that. But yeah, it'll be good. It'll be good, I think. What else? I don't think there are any other guns that are returning. I have not seen any version of the AK yet, so that worries me greatly. There's no Call of Duty without an AK. I don't think there is a Call of Duty without an AK. But just for completion's sake, I will talk about the equipment you could use. We all have seen the shock charge. That is a type of stun grenade tied to a knife that you throw, and yeah. Tactical insertion. I think this does the exact same thing as last time. There are flash, stun, smoke grenades, just as usual. There's a camera spike. I have not seen anyone use that in Black Ops. There's a sensor grenade. Those are motion sensors, but they last for much less. They're a one use only kind of grenade. Yeah. EMPs, EMP grenades, just like Modern Warfare 3, I have not seen anyone use that either. Black Hat PDA, a strange new piece of tactical equipment that will hack enemy equipment. It'll also disable enemy vehicles and allow the player to hack care packages. Yeah, that. I don't know. Now, the lethal equipment. C4 make a big return. I don't like that. Even though I'm using C4 in both of the gameplays I'm showing you, just because I was trying to get Hacker Pro. Claymores, who thought those would be out? I mean, come on. Bouncing Betties. I don't think those would make a return, but yep, they're welcome. I don't really care. As long as you can take them out as easily as you could in Modern Warfare 3, they're okay with me. Semtex, of course, and the Tomahawks. Yeah, I really prefer the knife, throwing knife. Yeah, that's just a matter of my personal preference. They do exactly the same thing. Flash grenades, frag grenades. I'm sorry. Yeah, good old cookable. Just your standard frag grenade. Now, let me talk about the wildcards some more. I don't really talk about those, but those are the new thing. Those are the brand new, exciting feature that will be in Black Ops 2. Those you unlock each one with each prestige. You get, I don't know, with each prestige you acquire one of these two. And just a sec here, let me load my second gameplay and I'll be right back. Okay, yeah, so the wildcards, let's get right into those. Primary gunfighter. Primary gunfighter allows you to select a third attachment for your primary weapon. Just what it says. It does what it says. Secondary gunfighter, that is Blink Pro from Modern Warfare 2. What this does is it allows you to select a second attachment for your secondary weapon. This is a big waste to me, but we'll see, because Treyarch has now doesn't have any machine guns, any auto pistols and shit. It only has pistols and launchers. Yeah. Overkill. That just became a wild card. It was a perk. You have two primary weapons. Yeah. My guess, you'll be using the assault shield and another weapon. Yeah, I'm not really sure that anyone will use that, but we might have some rare examples. Danger close. No, I'm not talking about the fucking piece of garbage that was in Modern Warfare 2. This allows you to equip two lethal grenades, two lethal pieces of equipment. Yeah. You have the three grids, the perk 1 grid, the perk 2 grid, and perk 3 grid. Each one of these allows you to equip a second perk from each tier. And you have the tactician. You can equip a second piece of your tactical equipment at the expense of your lethal equipment. So that really changes the way your class will work. I mean, you can sacrifice your grenade, you can have two stuns, two shock charges. I don't think this will be popular either, but we'll see. Really, we'll see. So that's all about the wild cards. Now, okay, let me just. Well, I can talk about the class setup. All right, here's the deal. You have 10 points, and you have 20 slots. One primary weapon, 3 primary weapon attachments, 1 secondary weapon, 2 secondary weapon attachments, 6 perks, 1 lethal grenade equipment, 2 tactical grenades equipment, 3 when my mic went off there, but doesn't matter. Yeah, you can spend your points accordingly and get whatever the hell you want. You can get 6 perks, only secondary, and your knife. You can get 4 perks and sacrifice something else. Uh, the possibilities are just endless. I think they told us that there are about 8 million possible um, possible sets, possible classes that you can get. So that is really great. It'll be good to see some funky, different classes than the usual ones, and I think it'll be good for the multiplayer. But really, the community is all that holds this game together. Is the glue that holds this game together. But I think they'll too find a way this year to completely ruin the game if they're given chance. So I'm hoping that Treyarch will be on the fly, will stay alert, and they're gonna fix any little glitch that presents itself, and a little exploit. And I'm not talking about useful ones like the trophy system. If you didn't do the trophy system exploit, it would take eons, centuries to actually get Citrate Pro in Modern Warfare 3, and that is why most of the players don't have Citrate Pro in Modern Warfare 2. But other exploits like the Javelin glitch, come on, you got 6 people doing that in a match, it's gonna be fucking annoying. Don't you get that? Uh, Other things like, as I've told you before, OP guns, nerf those. Changes to perks even, like they did with Citrate Pro and Dead Silence. I didn't like the change, but they did change the perk. They had the option to. And finally, I want to talk about the possible DLC. Not possible, the inevitable DLC. I'm hoping that Treyarch will give us bigger packages and not smaller ones like they did last time. Last time there were, I think, 4 or 5 packages. Each one came with one zombie map that continued the story and some multiplayer maps. I'm hoping that they can bring us separate zombie DLC and multiplayer DLC. I have never purchased a multiplayer DLC since Call of Duty 4, I think. Yeah, I had that. I have that. I have the DLC for Call of Duty 4. But Call of Duty 4 had some great maps, and Chinatown that was unlocked with the DLC was also a great map, so that was worth it. But what about the new maps? Hotel, it sucked. Silo too. Um, every map I can think of, it sucks. And don't get me started on Modern Warfare 3 DLC. That is complete and utter garbage. If you exclude 1 or 2 maps, and I don't remember the names, I don't have the DLC, they're complete garbage. On the other side, on the other hand, Black Ops 2, Black Ops Zombies were worth the purchase, but they came with the multiplayer maps, which you didn't want. If you could separate the multiplayer and the zombie DLC and just give us a discount because we're only getting zombies or multiplayer, that would be great. I think they would sell just twice the amount they sell now. But it's up to Treyarch, not Treyarch, Activision. Power-hungry, money-hungry company, up there with EA and other companies. Yeah, I'm really hoping that they're gonna separate the DLC. And one thing I wanna see is also gun DLC. Many games do it. Battlefield 3 does it, and it does it well. Um, Give us some guns. I mean, just not some gun that will be OP and dominate everything else. Give me a gun that you have not included in the first place, and it's just average or good, but on par with other weapons that are included in the base game. That would be great because many players don't get the guns they want. Many have been asking for that goddamn awful piece of shit called the intervention that has ruined many of my Modern Warfare 2 nights. Um, I don't like that, but they should get it. There's a great demand amongst 12-year-old quickscopers. They should get their wish. Um, Another thing we wanted to see in Modern Warfare 3 was the AK-74U. We never saw that either. You have that in Spec Ops. I think you could get that in the campaign. We never saw that in the multiplayer. Of course, they could always release that even now, but I don't think it'll make a great impact. I don't think that many people play Modern Warfare 3 right now. Not as many as they used to play it. But yeah, another piece of DLC I would like to see is camos. I like those. I hope golden camos return. I hope that I don't have to prestige to get them, but I'll prestige either way. And that's one question I've been asked a million times. Why don't I prestige like ever? And the reason why is I like my guns unlocked. I like my progression still and up there. I don't like to start fresh. And I also like my pro perks, which, by the way, in Black Ops 1 were a bitch to get. In Black Ops 2, I've heard, you only have to use the perk and get kills with it. And this includes all the perks. I think the number is close to 200 or 250. And I much prefer that than the old way when you had to do 3 different challenges. That the sentry gun challenge to get Ghost was a bitch because nobody used the sentry gun. Another challenge that was a bitch was the multi-kill with the frag grenade. You had to get into the headquarters matches, and I don't like headquarters, and you had to get lucky. You had to play Capture the Flag, one of the worst gameplay modes ever created, to get, I think it was Marathon or Lightweight. You had to get First Blood medals, also a lucky thing to get. You had to get a shit ton of fuck and shit and farts to get pro perks. I'm hoping that this will be this will be changed in the new Call of Duty game, and I'll leave you to enjoy the rest of the game. I'll let you enjoy the rest of the game, and yeah, I'm out. See you in the next one. Bye.